Welcome to our Priyomukh segment.
Chayer Chumuke.
Today I will like to invite the world traveler Dennis Kowalski. Good morning, how are you?
Good morning. I'm fine, thank you.
So, we came to know that traveling is your passion and you love traveling. So, can you please tell us something about your traveling and when you started?
I started traveling by myself on my own when I was 18, and my first place that I went on my own was Bermuda, where my mother originally is from, and I live in Canada. I was born in Canada. Okay. When we were younger, my father gave us the opportunity to camp all across Canada, which he would do on his vacations with us. So I always had that passion to see everywhere. And when I was young, I read a lot of books. And in the books that I would read, it would be people traveling to different places. So I thought, in these books that I'm reading, I want to see these places as well. Okay. So yes, I love traveling, and my grandfather gave me the inspiration as well, my mother's father, who was from Bermuda.
Traveling, it's sometimes I think it's not so easy for girls all the way. So what do you think about it?
I totally agree, but I feel that if you keep an upper hand on things in life and have an attitude that you know better than them, then you can go far and not be harassed as much. So even though I might be afraid inside, I never try and show that part, and I always try and be one step ahead of them and portray that I know what I'm doing. And times I don't, but people feel and sense that, you know, that I'm doing everything right and not being scared, and them not bothering me in any way. And I must say, in my travels, I've been very, very lucky. I'm happy to say that I've been to your country now. This is my 6th time, and I quite love it. The people are wonderful, very helpful, very curious, because not very many foreigners come here. So it's quite exhilarating to be in a place and a country that still is very new to your people, to meet people like me from another country.
So before visiting any country, we all know about some information about that country. So before you came here, what was your impression about our country?
Well, my favorite books to read before I come is the Lonely Planet book, which is very informative on not only on places to stay that are reasonable, but also it gives you a little insight on the history of the country, what to expect from the people, the religion. So it's a fantastic insight on, you know, what to expect and how to conduct yourself properly. So I really like that. And one thing that was written about Bangladesh that really intrigued me was up in the area near Sylhet I went. Okay. And in the Lonely Planet book was written about the most famous man in the tea industry. And I really wanted to meet him, and I had the opportunity to meet him. And he was so lovely, so kind and generous. I asked him if I could have a tour of the factory to see how tea is made. And he told me that unfortunately I was there at the wrong time, but he invited me into his office for a very nice cup of tea. And we had a lovely conversation, and I told him he was very famous and that he's in the Lonely Planet book, and he had been aware of that. And I said I felt very honored to meet him, and I was very happy.
Okay, so beside that, what do you love most about Bangladesh?
The people are very lovely. The food is excellent, especially I really love the fish. I like your cuisine. The scenery is beautiful. I'm very much into greenery, so it's lovely to visit. I still haven't been down to Sundarban though, and I really want to visit that place. So I'm told in January, February is a good time, so I will come back and see Sundarban. And I've taken the train here as well, which I really enjoyed. I've done all modes of transport, and I quite enjoy.
Okay, so we came to know that you are associated with the TMSS.
Yes.
So can you please tell us something about it?
Well, I had the good fortune of meeting Dr. Hosniera Begum, who has become a good friend of mine and considers me part of her family now. And I met her through a friend of mine that I've known for 25 years that is also a Bengali. He was actually in media, and I think he still is in media actually. And he had married a Canadian lady, and then they ended up splitting up, but you know, they're still friends. And he has one daughter, and he works for Dr. Hosni Begum and introduced me last year at the book fair, which was very impressive as well.
Okay, so you came to Bangladesh 6 times,
Yes.
including this time, right?
Yes.
So do you want to come here again and again, and is there anything that attracts you to stay here or to do something in this country? Because I'm saying
well,
that
in the future, yes, sorry.
It's
in
okay.
the future, I'd like to help Dr. Hosni Begum with whatever I can do, you know, whatever endeavors she would like me to do, I'd be more than happy to help her. Okay. In other countries that I visit, and I've been to 190 countries now, I have 12 left to visit. I do a lot of volunteer work in orphanages, schools. I teach English and geography for free. Everything I do, I do for free, and I just ask for a free bed. Okay. And I will pay all the rest of my expenses.
That's very great. So I hope you already know that in our country the girls are also interested to traveling. So anywhere, any corner in the country, if the girls want to visit, if the girls want to travel, do you have any suggestion for them?
Yes, one suggestion I was thinking, because I have met some young girls on the bus traveling by themselves, which I find very impressive. And I've also approached them and talked to them and say, good on you, and encourage them more to travel more in the future. And I've also talked to young girls who want to travel, but their parents are very adamant about it. And I've also said to them that if their parents are that way, introduce me to them, and then maybe they will let you travel with me, because there's been countries that they couldn't afford to travel, and I've paid the expenses for them, and they've traveled with me. So I try and give opportunities like that to young girls that do want to, and many times the parents say yes. So it works out good for both of us, because it saves me a lot of money in the end, because many times when you're traveling by yourself, it costs more money, and then with me being a foreigner, many times they try and cheat me. So if I have a local with me, and they do all the negotiations, then I'm ahead of the game. I end up saving the money and being able to spend it on my friend.
So generally you are helping each other?
Yes.
Okay. So what's your future plan about traveling?
Well, I'm hoping this year to do another 3 to 5 countries more, new countries. I'm intending after I leave here, I'll be home for a couple of weeks. And then I'm going to get my visa for Angola and possibly Algeria and visit there. And then probably Somalia this year as well. And in my years of travel as well, I've been quite fortunate to meet people on airplanes and airports who've invited me to their home, that I've kept their information, kept in contact with them. So it's been very helpful for me to be able to come to a place and already have somebody there to help me out.
Thank you so much. We wish you a very good luck. So if you want to tell something to our audience, or you want to thank someone, please.
First of all, I'd like to say Subo Novo Borsa to all of the people of Bangladesh. And also I'd like to say a huge thank you to my wonderful friend and host, Dr. Hosni Begum, and to her husband, her son Ali, and wife Moni, and to the rest of the family for their wonderful and gracious hospitality. Thank you so much, Dr. Hosni Begum, and the family.
Thank you so much for coming here and give us the most beautiful time in this pretty morning. So a very, very good wishes from all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dear viewers, thanks for being with us. Hope to see you tomorrow with our new guest. Till then, take care and stay good. Allah Hafiz.